Pathways to Infinite Malignity is the latest EP from Los Angeles, California-based death metal band Pestilent Death. I believe this is a quartet or a trio, and they are typically more known for a little bit more of a Cannibal Corpse-esque style of death metal, the classic kind of 94 sound, and they bring in a little bit of death doom also. They're kind of a moshable, a little bit more of a modern touch to their stuff. But also, if you're a fan of stuff like Coffins, you'll appreciate their sound when they slow down. And that's kind of the gist of it. But we'll cut to a clip here just to get a sense of the production values applied to this thing and just how kind of rotten and also aggressive that it comes across. I think the thing to say about a band like this is they certainly have their focus, and their focus is tuned in for these 17 minutes on for fairly brutal, sometimes grinding, and a little bit extra doomed approach. There's a dynamic here that is somewhere between doomed death metal grooves and also brutal death metal. And the thing that glues it all together is kind of a grindcore-esque, a death grind feeling, and that's a little bit new to this band. Not completely, but if you are a fan of their 2019 full length, you'll appreciate that this record is a little bit different in terms of taking a little bit more of a harried, aggressive, and freaked out approach to pacing. And that means that their extremes are just a little bit accentuated. They're doing something a little bit different without coming across kind of cheap and, not really like they don't really care about what they're doing. And, for LA death metal bands, it's kind of hit or miss in terms of how far they go with those extremes. And I feel like this band has a good sense of what is like the classic standard and what they want to present as a personality here. And that means there isn't a lot of the kind of hip hop beats on this record that you find in a lot of like maybe the Maggot Stomp side of things. And instead we get brutal death metal drumming. And this guy is pretty good here in terms of just kind of kicking it. So it's a short record. It's just a little bit a taste of Pestilent Death. It's nothing that's gonna change your life necessarily, but it will introduce you to the band in the way that they sound right now. I think if you like their past records, this is going to be just as classic in its sensibilities. But there aren't really any guitar solos. It's really just all about the groove, and they keep it very simple throughout. So this is like, it's not a very deep thing, but it's an enjoyable thing if you're a fan of death metal that's a little bit old school, a little bit new, and just kind of has a knack to it. And I'm interested to hear more of these grindcore sounds from this band, the death grind, and I think they attack it pretty well here, and I think they could go further with it and still keep it above average in terms of their playing style. So check it out for yourself. It releases today on July 12th, and read my review for a little bit more of my thoughts. It's 17 minutes. Just go listen to yourself.